What's going on, guys, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the 49ers off-season moves so far. And of course it all kicked off with the signing of Richard Sherman. I couldn't believe we signed him. I didn't expect us to sign him. My initial reaction when I read that was something like, really? Now obviously this has divided a lot of people across the 49er empire, including me. You all know, I say this on many videos, how much I hate the Seattle Seahawks. I hate everything about them. And unfortunately we've signed one of the Legion of Boom members. I couldn't believe it, didn't expect it to be him. His motivations for signing I don't agree with. I've got a feeling that he's done it just to get one over on Seattle. And that's purely it. Now, my initial reaction was not good. I hated the move. But as the past few days went by, I looked at the positives instead of the negatives. And mainly the negatives was the fact that I just hated them. But I looked at the positives. Yes, he is an upgrade. Yes, he will help the development of any players we bring in, and of course the ones that we have right now in Keller Weatherspoon. So I'm trying to look at the positives of signing Richard Sherman. Do I think we're going to get the same Richard Sherman we had when we faced against all those times when we faced Seattle? Something tells me no. He is coming off an Achilles injury. In Seattle, he had two All-Pro safeties over the top of him, in Cam Chancellor and Earl Thomas. Our safety situation right now is up in the air. Obviously we've got Adrian Colbert, who's coming off a fairly decent end to his rookie season last year, and Jacoski Tart, who started the year well but unfortunately ended the year with an injury. So our safety, both strong and free, is a bit up in the air at the minute. So I don't know if we're going to get the same Richard Sherman the Seahawks had. Either way, yes, he's an improvement. And yes, he's going to help our players out. Then we brought in Weston Richburg, formerly of the New York Giants, guard/centre, plays a bit of both, which is good. I'm happy with the signing. We definitely needed some help on, especially the interior of the offensive line. Zane Beadles was like a revolving door. Brandon Fusco was okay in places, but the guard and the centre position definitely needed some help. And I'm glad we've got that in Weston Richburg. Definitely a decent player. 5-year deal, 47.5. Obviously we've got the cap space, so the price, is it a bit much? Yes and no, but we'll see how he performs. If he performs well as a Pro Bowl season, keeps Jimmy Garoppolo right, then yeah, he's worth the dollars. Then we re-signed Brock Coyle to a 3-year deal. I'm glad we brought him back. He did a good job filling in for Ray Armstrong. Well, I say filling in for Ray Armstrong. He actually took Ray's job, and then we ended up releasing Ray Armstrong. And obviously he filled in pretty well when Reuben Foster was injured, so I'm glad we brought Brock Coyle back. And then we brought in Jerick McKinnon, obviously the Minnesota Vikings former running back. Brought him in, again another big deal, 4 years, 30 million. Did we overpay? I'm going to say no, based on the fact how Kyle Shanahan likes to use his running backs. You look what he had in Atlanta, two small, very nifty scat backs. Brilliant out the backfield, and I think that's what Jerick McKinnon brings. I think he brings a decent threat out the backfield. Obviously we've got Matt Breida coming back, and Joe Williams as well, who's going to be returning. Obviously he missed his rookie year with an injury. We're going to get him back. I think he's going to maybe take most of the load, providing on how he performs between the tackles, and have Breida and McKinnon out the backfield catching passes and doing all kinds of nifty shit. And then most recently we brought in Jeremiah Atochu, outside linebacker / the end. I don't know how he's going to do. It is just a 1-year deal. Whether or not he'll make the team is another thing. I've got a feeling he might make the 53-man roster, because I know we declined Elvis Dumerville's option. So something tells me he may be brought in to fill in for him, but we shall see. Now as for the players that departed who are officially now with other teams, we're going to start off with Carlos Hyde. He's now with the Cleveland Browns. I'm not overly sad to see him go. Obviously, we brought him in to be the heir apparent to Frank Gore. Didn't quite work out. Always injured. It just didn't work. It just didn't work. I would have liked to maybe have re-signed him if the price was right, but at the same time, we brought in McKinnon, so I'm happy with the replacement, if I'm honest. He's now with the Browns. He signed a 3-year deal worth $15 million. I think Cleveland are getting a good running back. How well he's going to turn out for them, who knows. Brandon Fusco was another one who went. He's gone to the Atlanta Falcons. Again, he was okay in places for us, but another one I'm not sad to see go. We brought him in because our offensive line was just dire. He came in and maybe helped a little bit, but I think Atlanta's getting a good guard, but in terms for us, he wasn't doing it for us. And then we traded long-time centre Daniel Kilgore, which is weird because we signed him to an extension in February, I think. And then we offloaded him to the Dolphins for some draft picks. So I think it was like seventh round picks. Again, another player I'm not that asked about the fact that he's gone. I think he's another one who's very much overstayed his welcome. And I don't think he was going to be our long-term answer. He was very much a revolving door also. I'm grateful for his service. Obviously he's been with us for a long time, but yeah, that was a move that needed to happen, and I'm glad it has. And lastly, Tank Carradine gone to the Oakland Raiders. Tank was a bit of a disappointment. I had high expectations for him when we drafted him in the second round. Just unfortunately didn't live up to them. Obviously when we brought him in, we were running the 3-4 and he couldn't adapt to it at all, coming from a 4-3 in college. Now, obviously last year when we changed to a 4-3, I thought, alright, fair enough, he might actually show what he was doing in college and might actually turn into something that we needed. Still didn't happen. So again, another player I'm not sad to see go. Whether or not he's going to work out in Oakland, I'm unsure of. I want one more that I forgot about as well. Aaron Lynch, another linebacker / defensive end who has gone to the Chicago Bears. Another player I'm not sad to see go. I think he got lazy. He put on too much weight and he didn't develop into what we needed. Obviously he showed flashes when we were having all that debacle with Alden Smith, and then we decided to go with Aaron Lynch over Alden Smith. We got rid of him and he went to the Raiders. But obviously Lynch stepped up, had an okay season, but after that just didn't pan out at all. Another player I'm not sad to see go. But hey, the Chicago Bears, good luck to them. Now there's a few more I've obviously still missed out. One of the main ones obviously is Eric Reid, still a free agent. Would I want him back? Yeah, maybe if the price is right, but no one seems to be signing him. He's coming out saying it's because of the protests. I don't know if that's true or not, because to be honest with you, I found him a bit of a liability for us, but I'm not going to get into that. Obviously I don't really care about that, to be honest with you. It's not to do with me. It's a whole different ball game. I'm not even going to enter it, but I do hope he finds a team soon. I think it'd be a shame if he does go unsigned, but it's still early in the free agency. I think he needs to just wait and let things develop how they need to develop. But yeah, guys, that's it from me. There's my thoughts on reaction to what's been going on so far. Still early. Obviously we've got the draft coming up, which I will do a video on close to the time. But yeah, guys, from me as always, please like, share, subscribe. Be sure to leave your comments below on what's been going on so far regarding Richard Sherman, McKinnon, Kilgore being traded, Lynch, whatever, any of the going on. Be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments. But yeah, guys, from me as always, take care, have a good off season, enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll catch you all later.